Major Kylie Jenner and Timothee Chalamet drama. Are they together? Are they broken up? And do they have an open relationship? We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call, and today we're just vibing, we're just hanging out, girl. Me and my crazy ass sweater. I like this sweater, but do I look like a confused zebra? I look like a gay zebra, bitch. And you know what, girl? I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. Listen, I want to welcome you guys to my messy bestie world. I film pop culture tea from my closet, and it's just like we're on a FaceTime call. And when I say we're on a FaceTime call, we're motivating one another. We're spilling tea with one another. We're just being there for one another. So if you are just tired of the same old BS, girl, come and join me, honey. Come me now, Miss Cleo. Listen, we gotta talk, because Kylie Jenner and Timothee Chalamet are getting called out because allegedly they're in an open relationship, but they're not committed. And a lot of people have an issue with that because they're saying, "Oh my God, Kylie Jenner is a mother. How come they're together, but they're not together?" And then he is allowed to allegedly be with other girls because he's filming Dune 3. Let's talk about it. So listen. They have not been seen in some days. The last time they were seen, Kylie Jenner went to visit him in I forgot, somewhere in Europe, and he's filming Dune 3. Girl, first of all, I didn't even know there was a Dune 3. Let me tell you something. My husband and I tried to watch Dune 1. All I saw was sand. Girl, all I saw was sand. I was like, bitch, how much sand is there, girl? I'm just like, what is that? Oh, hello? What? Why is there so much? It's giving Aladdin. Where is Jafar? Where is that cave, girl? I'm just like, bitch. And girl, I don't know what happened, but the sound of the sand, it was ASMR, and my ass fell asleep, bitch. And I will tell you this, Timothee Chalamet is just not my type of guy. I always confuse Timothee Chalamet and what's his name? Spider-Man. What's his name? I always forget. Zendaya, Tom Holland. Sometimes I'm like, which one is he? Listen, I like real men. Not that they're not real men, but I like Paul Rudd. I like dad bods. I like Paul Rudd. But anyways, Timothee Chalamet is allegedly really, really, really on fire after those Oscars. Allegedly, his ego is just bursting, bitch. He is up there and he is flying away in the rainbows with the damn Care Bears, honey. He is zoom, zoom, zoom with Xenon Girl of the 21st Century, bitch. He is up there with E.T. He is down in the ocean with Jaws. He's with the Little Mermaid. He beat up Hercules. Like, this man right here, Timothee Chalamet, is on another level, honey. He is supposedly, people are saying around him that he's changed, that now he really believes he's a serious actor and that all Hollywood will fall. But now, when you have more fame, when you have more power, when you have more money, guess what happens? You have more temptation around you. People start saying yes to you more. People start facilitating things to you more. Facilitating that ass, honey. Because let me tell you something. If Paul Rudd came to me and said, girl, I'm going to be like, yes, sir. Let me just tell my husband. My husband knows that Paul Rudd is my hall pass. Paul Rudd says hello, I'm already on all fours. How about that, bitch? Okay? But listen. So supposedly the way that they are trying to navigate long distance is by being in a non-committed relationship, okay? Kylie Jenner and Timothee, they did begin dating in 2023, but after 18 months together and trying to be committed and trying to be in a serious relationship, supposedly they found out that the way that they can maintain their relationship is to have an open relationship, allegedly, bitch. It says here that she flew to him asking for reinsurance, okay, and asking about how things will work when he gets back to the United States. She is allegedly very much affected by the online rumors of him supposedly cheating, being seen in clubs with girls, and doing all those type of things. The insiders claim that Jenner doesn't want to pressure Chalamet into proposing to her. However, she does want to move in with him and is ready to cover up the expenses for the same. And while the 29-year-old loves his independence, he too doesn't want to push away the reality star by being too non-committal. But that he is allegedly finding it really hard to stay in a committed relationship. And a lot of people are very, very, very upset at this because she has children. Also, an insider claimed that both Kylie and Timothee love high-end experiences and they have bonded on expensive trips and vacations. However, Chalamet allegedly feels the burden of maintaining Jenner's lifestyle. According to insiders, the actor is extremely proud of his achievements and doesn't want to rely on the socialite's fame or wealth. However, he knows the relationship would be done if he ever shows insecurity. So, okay, let's break all of this down. All right. First of all, you cannot force somebody to propose to you, honey. Okay. That ring needs to come naturally. And if after a long ass time that your man has still not proposed to you, you got to analyze the situation. All right. If that is what you want, I do believe that there could be a conversation had, but you cannot force your man to a ring shop, buy you a ring and throw him on the floor on one of his knees and propose to you. Okay. If that's how you want to handle it, you cannot force love. You cannot force proposal, because what happens is both of you will start feeling resentment. You will start feeling resentment because you practically forced him, and he starts feeling resentment because you practically forced him. So if he does not give you that ring, honey, he don't want you for the long run. Okay. Or at least not yet. But let me tell you, let me just tell you something. Okay. If you've been with somebody and they know that you're open for marriage, after 3, 4, 5 years, honey, you have a long conversation due. It is okay to talk about your feelings, but not to force the other, in my opinion. Okay. The other thing is, best friend, his ego is out the door. He thinks that he's the best actor in the whole fucking world, girl. And not only that, bitch, I hope his ego, okay, and let me tell you this, I hope that his ego is big enough to battle Kris Jenner, because if this man hurts Kylie Jenner, ooh, girl, run, bitch, run. You don't want to mess with Kris Jenner, girl. Listen, they say that if you say Kris Jenner's name 3 times in the mirror, she's gonna come, throw a martini on you, and then you disappear, bitch. That's what I heard. That's what I heard, girl. That's what I heard. Listen, Timothy, this is my advice to you, okay, honey? I understand you're young, you don't have children, your career is booming, okay? But don't lead that girl on. Don't lead her on, okay? She flew all the way to see you, allegedly, to find out what's going on with you. And Kylie, honey, listen, you are gorgeous, you have money, you have it all. Stop forcing it, girl. Stop. Nothing needs to be forced, all right? Listen, don't shed a tear over someone who's not willing to shed a tear over you. You know who said that? A very big poet in our lifetime, Lauren Conrad from the Hills, okay? I will not shed a tear over somebody who's not willing to shed a tear over me. Listen, if he don't want you, he don't want you. I'm going to tell you guys a little story time here real quick. Before I met my husband, right, I've always been a hopeless romantic, girl. Listen, I've always been a hopeless romantic. I'm Charlotte from Sex and the City. I believe in love. I believe in romance. I believe in it all. I had this one guy, okay? Let's call him T, all right? And T was this just visual of what I had visualized at the time, of what I wanted. This amazing man, you know, he was a little older, he had his life together, he was fabulous. Like, I always was in awe of him, right? Well, here's the catch. He and I started dating, and I wanted to lock it in. I was like, marry me, say yes. I wanted that ring, honey. I was like, ¿y el anillo pa' cuando? I wanted that ring, right? But here's the thing. First of all, I was very young. I was like literally like what, 17 or 16? I don't even know, girl. I was super freaking young. And this was right before I met my husband. And here's the catch, right? We dated on and off. And this guy led me on so much, and I made excuses for him. I started like, he's just not ready to like be I didn't want a ring because I was too young, but I just wanted to be like in a relationship. I wanted us to be in a committed relationship. And he worked a lot. He had to travel a lot. His family owned a restaurant, so he was always busy and doing all these crazy things. And I was still in school. I was still, I was, anywho. Moral of the story is, I allowed myself to look so stupid so many times by forgiving him, by making excuses for him, by not pressuring him too much because I don't want to scare him away, by just lowering myself to still live in this land of delusion where I don't push him so much that he's going to run away from me. So I've always thought that in a relationship, if you and someone are meant to be together, then both of you need to show one another that you want to be together, that you want to be in a relationship, and that you want to be committed, okay? But if you're with somebody who doesn't show you these qualifications, and especially if you have children, right? You don't want your children to see that type of relationship. You don't want your children to get attached to somebody that you don't even know wants to stay in your life. So, moral of the story is the following. I believe that Kylie and Timothee need to sit down after Dune and he comes back to the US. They sit down, they talk about it, and then they understand, where they want to go. But also because she has children, she has to make sure that she is showing them a healthy relationship. And you know what, girl, listen, there's nothing wrong with having friends with benefits, boo. You want to pop that BBL on Dune, then pop that BBL on Dune, bitch, okay? You better pop that BBL away, girl. Pop that BBL on Spider-Man or whoever. Dune, Spider-Man, Willy Wonka, bitch. Call up the damn Oompa Loompas. They can come to you and be like, Oompa Loompa BBL. I don't know, bitch. One time I had a naughty dream with an Oompa Loompa. And the worst part is, bitch, he dumped me, threw my ass in the chocolate river, and left me there, bitch. Can you believe that? First of all, we make love, and then he throws me into the damn chocolate river and leaves me there. He couldn't even throw a lifesaver. He couldn't even throw something to save my ass. He would just freaking, bye-bye, girl. I was ready to get the keys to the freaking chocolate factory. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, girl, if I have to sleep my way up for this factory, I will, girl. Oompa Loompa after Oompa Loompa till I get to Willy Wonka. Pop my BBL on Willy Wonka. Get the keys to the damn chocolate factory, and all you can eat buffet goes to me. Okay. Anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I am so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. If you see an Oompa Loompa that will promise you the keys to the Willy Wonka factory, girl, don't fall for it, okay? Don't fall for it, all right? They will never call you back. We don't have phones at the factory. No, you don't. No, you don't. Anyways, love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.